There is a lot of useless advice out there that just doesn't work. However, this does. Get ahead of your opposition. It really does work, so give it a try by checking out the link in the description below.
The question: what type of font is best to write a cover letter and resume to the job? Answer by Bart Turchinsky. Does the font you use for the resume and cover letter really matter? Well, does the tie you choose for the job interview matter? Not unless you go with something completely inappropriate or something that's the recruiter's pet peeve. I trust you wouldn't pick Comic Sans, or a tie print t-shirt for that matter. Anyway, so let's talk about actual dilemmas you might face. Since you're asking the question, you're probably on the lookout for something less frequently used than Times New Roman or Arial. Sure, these two fonts are boring, but don't hate on them. Here are a few font suggestions from Monster Design School. And here's a piece on the best fonts to use on a resume, according to typographers and designers. Yes, these articles give you some conflicting recommendations. What is the best font to use in resumes? The one font that made all three lists is Calibri. It's a great font that looks nice in print and on screen. What's more, it comes with Microsoft Word, so you probably have it on your computer. If you stick to 11-point Calibri, you'll end up with about 700 words on 2 pages, which is a good length for a resume if you've got experience. Monster and Design School both recommend the following fonts: Cambria, Garamond, Dido. In case you're curious, here is the complete list of fonts recommended by Design School: Garamond, Serif, Gil Sans or Gil Sans Mount, Sans Serif, Cambria, Serif, great for print and screen, Calibri, Sans Serif, Constantia, great for print and screen, Lato, Sans Serif, Dido, Serif, Helvetica, Sans Serif, Georgia, Serif, Avenir, Sans Serif. And this is the 5-item list of fonts from the CNBC piece: Georgia, Gil Sans and Gil Sans Light, Calibri, Constantia, Merriweather. If someone says, stick to Arial or Times New Roman, what they mean is, don't get cute. There are too many fonts to choose from, so what matters isn't the specific font, but whether you can actually get your hands on the font in question, for free. Ideally, the font looks professional, i.e., it's light and simple. It's unique. Think something else than Arial or Times New Roman. How to choose the right font for a resume. Some fonts don't come pre-installed on your operating system or are included in word processors. Other fonts, like Helvetica, are a bit pricey. There are many fonts available online for free, so have a look around. In the end, all you want from the font is to be light, modern, and look good in different sizes and formatting: bold, italic. Your priority is, however, to write the perfect resume and only then start experimenting with the font. Sans serif or serif? Serif fonts are great for reading on paper. Sans serif fonts have an advantage on screens, though the quality of screens is so good nowadays that you don't really have to worry too much about using serif fonts if the font size isn't too small. Not sure what difference is? Wikipedia to the rescue. Anyway, here's the crucial thing. Once you get your resume up to scratch, you'll want to save your resume as a PDF file. This will help to preserve the layout and formatting. But that's not enough. When saving your resume as a PDF file, make sure everything will look good on the recruiter's computer by embedding the font in the PDF file. Here's a quick guide for MS Word users: https://standards.IEEE.org/devel. Pro tip: use the same font for the cover letter and resume. This will make your application look professional. Try out different fonts for both your resume and cover letter to make sure the font works for both. BTW. If you value your time and resources, you might want to use the Up2Work Resume Builder. We use elegant, readable fonts. You can fine-tune the look and feel of the resume by choosing from a list of ready-made templates, make your own, or tweak existing templates. The Up2Work Online Resume Creator will also make sure the design of your cover letter matches that of your resume. Answer by Lorraine Beeman. You have some choices. You may find this list helpful. All these fonts can be used for cover letters/resumes. Calibri, soft, gentle and modern. This is the default font of many email programs, so it's familiar to the eye and it's a safe sans serif font. It is currently the most popular font for resumes. Times New Roman, suggested for use when applying to legal, operations and corporate jobs. Arial, great choice for creative people or those in the marketing field. Verdana, like Arial, a clean and modern font easy to read. Cambria, no T as formal as Times New Roman but just as dependable. Garamond, might suit artistic types more than bankers or executives. Book Antiqua can work well for professions in the arts or humanities. Trebuchet MS, good choice for creative or marketing fields. Arial Narrow, use if you're tight on space. Vito, most artistic font that's still professional enough to use on your resume. For more formatting suggestions, you might want to check out my blog, College to Career Calendar, starting your resume by Lorraine Beeman on College to Career. Answer by Kara Heilman. There are so many opinions about font. A client sent to me all of the articles he has read about fonts. On one hand, some experts claim that you should stick with the basics because the applicant tracking system cannot handle anything more than Times or Arial. On the other hand, some experts claim that if you use TMS or Arial, recruiters will think you're dull and boring and will discount you right away. Here is my take on it. Use a font that is appropriate for your location, e.g., Silicon Valley versus Boise, your industry, e.g., marketing versus construction, the job, e.g., desktop publishing versus paralegal, and your style.